Entertainment. I'm Mycosa, and this is your late night weekly roundup. First, sorry I wasn't in last week. I recorded something, but yeah, I just didn't like how it came out. I spent more time grumbling than anything else, and no one wants to hear me grumble. Grumble. So, sorry about that. Besides, there is much more news and better news to talk about this week. First up, in case any of you weren't aware, the San Diego Comic Convention was on. Oh, was a lot of things revealed. First up, as you can probably see right there, they did previews on a last trailer on the Suicide Squad. And there were things I loved. There were things I thought were excellent. And then I heard the Joker laugh. Oh, no. I have concerns. I have profound concerns. Really. Oh my. It was not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be like this.
You were the chosen one!
Yeah. At the very least, we know that the other characters seem to be getting done magnificent. Will Smith seems to be a spot-on Deadshot. Our Harlequin is sufficiently Harley. The other ones look interesting and intriguing, and I like that fact. Let's just hope they're not having to carry someone else's overzealous interpretation of the Joker. Moving on, we also had a preview of Doctor Strange, and I, for one, am fascinated. I have always loved the Sorcerer Supreme. I will admit, being a bit curious about the casting choice and direction for the Ancient. I always thought that the Ancient One was supposed to be an old Asian man. This Ancient One seems to be an ageless Caucasian woman. Now, that can go well for this. The impression I'm getting is that the title of the Ancient is a title. The Ancient could be an Aborigine Bushman and sorcerer from there. Could be a Native American shaman, either gender. Could have been an Asian Tibetan monk-style thing, which was more contemporary, but could just as easily apparently have been a Caucasian woman who appears just separate from age. I'm willing to give it a pass, as long as they're being respectful to the material, you know? It's not like they tried to take a major character long established as being blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and light-skinned and turning them African-American just for the sake of alleged diversity. Yeah, we'll pretend that didn't happen. I'm all for diversity and variety in comics and in movies and all of that. I'm all for it, but you still have to make it make sense with the story and with the character themselves. I mean, some of these characters have been around for years. Imagine the uproar there'd be if they made Paul Bunyan a Cherokee, or a Wild Bill Hickok a female. But when they do it well and with purpose, it's a triumph for diversity, it's a triumph for inclusion, and I am all for that. Yeah! Moving on, we also saw trailers for Justice League, and also trailers for Wonder Woman, which I'm looking forward to these two. It looks good. At the very least, as long as they don't hype things up as much as they did with Batman vs. Superman. Yeah. That wasn't very... yeah. Furthermore, by the time this recording drops, The Killing Joke will already have been out, and I will have seen it. And next week we can expect me to do an appraisal of that. So far, I'm still optimistic. No one spoil it. I'll have watched it by the time you guys see this, so it's all good. Now, on other news, we also have things going on with Pokemon Go, both in the YouTube and the video game vicinity. I have been seeing some wonderful things regarding this game. It's bringing people together, it's getting people out and about in the world, it's opening the genre and technology to new generations and old generations. I have seen videos, and there should be one right, boop, regarding people using it in nursing homes to get people with dementia or just plain the elderly active and moving and involved again. That is wonderful. I have seen cases of families going out and having walkabouts with their family to look for Pokemon. That's wonderful. You gotta remember that the generation that originally played this in America when it came out, it's been 20 years. Those teenagers then are now full adults now, some of them in their 30s. When my father was my age, I existed, and I'm the youngest. There you go right there. So it's a wonderful thing how this is bringing people together, getting them outside, getting them active and doing things. It's really just a show of what augmented reality technology can do when used responsibly. And then we have this piece of human garbage right here. Look at that. Look at him. Look with all your hate. Yeah, you just saw a guy shout, "Dragonite," in the middle of a crowded area with streets and traffic. That is really no different than, say, shouting fire in an auditorium, shouting bomb in Penn Station, throwing money in the middle of Times Square. You know that's going to have a major reaction from the populace. People are going to start moving towards you. They'll start moving people in front of them. Others will follow. You end up with people being pushed over. You can end up with children being knocked over and trampled. And worse, we know there are children there who can get knocked over and trampled. You can end up with people getting just accidentally pushed off a curb into incoming traffic because the people behind them can't see what's going on. They can't necessarily see through people to know that there's a car coming. It's dangerous and it's stupid. Look at this face. Gaze at it. If you see this face, do yourself a favor. Do not let it play near you. That is the face, ladies and gentlemen, of a jerk. It's just a game. People want to have fun. People want to enjoy themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. At least we're not sitting in our basements in the dark, quietly playing our World of Warcraft. We're getting out into the world. We're interacting with others. There's even websites for dating now based on meeting up and going on a poke walk. I think the good for this has much outweighed the bad, and I, for one, am looking forward to what they do next with it, because there's a lot of potential for this, and I don't think they're even remotely done. They even spotlighted it a bit in the comic convention. They revealed the actual faces of the 3 team leaders for Instinct, Mystic, and Valor, which we should be seeing them here. I actually like that they kept them reasonably diverse. I like this. I like this. And last but not least, I'd like to take a moment to highlight our cosplayer of the week. She does cosplays, but also does modeling, and she's got an extensive body of work for that. Does the costumes herself and the wigs herself for the arrangement, but is often provided clothing to model. And she does a wonderful job. She's actually done wigs for other people as well. Goes by Nikki Nevermore. There we go. A couple of her choice works, and below me, somewhere under here, I should have links to her Facebook fan page and her, I believe, Instagram. And like most of the people who do cosplays like this, you can usually, if you want, find links where you can actually pay for and purchase autographed pictures of their work. It's a great way to support the artists that you appreciate, because the more they can make with their art, the more they can focus their time on their art. I know a lot of great cosplayers who just do it in between their job and wish they could do this full time. They're the same thing with YouTubers. If they've got a Patreon and you like them, give them a check. If you like their content on YouTube, give them a subscribe. Let the ad play if it's under 15 seconds or so. It helps them to actually be able to make a living doing what you are appreciating. And the more they can do that, the more they can provide what you're appreciating. And I guess I'll leave things off there. That's as good a place as any. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. So, as always, thank you all for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, give that like button a boop. And as always, thank you all for watching and have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye. Leaps are not had. Just gonna do that. Okay. The power of Rocky. Booyah! Lights anyway. That furnace and thing we set up north was still there, puttering away like it was supposed to.